Okay, hi again. This is Pat's Animatronic Shop, and I'm going to pick up where we left off in the last video. I just don't want the videos to get too long because then it becomes like takes forever to upload them. So I finished off the front cheek and the top of the mouth of the model. Now I'm going to work on the top. Like I did before, I'm just going to lightly suggest where those folds are, but I don't want to make these, you know, too sharp of an angle. I want them to remain a little bit more of a rounded kind of look than hard facets. So I'm just lightly suggesting where the fold is, following the dotted or the dashed line. And it'll start to slightly give you the shape of what we're looking for here. Okay, there you go, you see? So now back to the glue. And here's where it should start to go faster because these tabs are much bigger. I'm just working my way right down the center. Right down the center, and then just line those up till it looks nice and right, and just hold them down. Okay, now I'm just going to continue to work my way out. And you're going to find that these models are much more durable than you would have really thought. And especially so if you use the type of paper that I recommended. Continue to work the pieces around. Make sure they stay lined up pretty well. Now to the other side. I've been using Papercraft for maybe like 10 years now, and well, on and off for 10 years, and it's an awesome program, and there are a lot of pretty big companies that do some pretty amazing things with it besides just Papercraft. They might do whole set designs and big huge stage setups. And I actually am using it to build an Iron Man suit that I can wear. Maybe I'll have a video on that one day, but I'm sure you can find millions of them on YouTube. So you can see he's starting to take a nice round shape of the head. I'm going to do this little tab. This is a really tiny little tab and I want to get it out of the way. Sometimes those little tabs, it might be better to do that and another tab at the same time to help hold it if it's really, really tiny. But no, that one seemed to work pretty well. And I'll do the tiny tab on this side. You can see it's actually moving along like pretty quick. This skull was a sort of phenomena when I made it. I modeled him in 3D program called Maya. Then I made this really cool looking reflective environment and he looked really like liquid metal. Then when I printed it out, it sort of looked really flat because paper is kind of flat in itself. And I thought it looked good, but I didn't think it looked like as awesome as it did when I modeled it in 3D. So then I took a picture and I couldn't believe what it looked like. The picture sort of did some magic and put back in the dynamic range. That's what I created in the 3D program. So you're going to see when you're done with this and you take a picture, it's going to look like liquid chrome metal. And it really is awesome. So I'm moving around, holding the little flaps as they glue and moving on to the next. Get that back there, just like that. Okay, now I just have two big flaps left. Get in there with some glue. Might be time to put out a new fresh dab of glue. Lining up the flaps and hold it. When I built my first one of these, it sort of blew me away when I saw that if you take this flat piece of paper that's printed out this cool design in just the right way, that if you cut it and glue it back together, it takes these like rounded cool shapes like people's heads and robots, and it never ceases to amaze me each time I do one of these. I just think it's so cool. Look at that. Isn't that like awesome? So now in just a little bit, we're going to now join the nose with the top of the head. So that'll be the end for this video, and we'll pick this up in another video.